So this is part 3. We're going to go into the charcoal eyeshadow, and I'm actually going to put just a little bit of charcoal on the very tip of my applicator, and I'm going to create a sideways V on the outside of Lizzie's eyelid. So I'm going to start by pulling a little bit of the skin so it's easier to apply on the bottom part of the top eyelid, okay, from the outside corner, and then I'm going to go up to make the other side of the V. Okay, sideways V. And now I'm going to fill it in. I only go about 40% in towards the eye corner. Okay, so I'm not going across the entire eye. I'm going to fill that in. Make sure it's nice and heavy. There's still a little space between her eyebrow and the gray eyeshadow, but you can still see the white in between the two, and then I'm going to extend it slightly underneath the white eyeshadow. Okay, so that's the black, or I should say charcoal eyeshadow. Then we have our black eyeliner. Pencil works the best for me. I can have more control over it, but if you feel, I would say, experienced enough to use liquid, go for it. But I am more concerned about getting the details, so I don't like to use the liquid, but if you want to, that's fine. I'm going to go across the entire top eyelid with the pencil eyeliner. Somewhat of a thin line across, thinner towards the inside and a little thicker towards the outside of the eye, and bringing out just a smidge. And then as she opens her eye and looks up, I'm only going to do up to 40% inwards towards her eye from the outside on the bottom eyelid. And I'm going to connect the top to the bottom. That's as much as I do. That's it. I'm going to connect the two and extend it just a smidge. Right there. A little cat eye. Very cute. But that's exactly what it's going to look like. Very, very small smidge coming out, and only lift up your eye one more time so you can see it's only about 40% in towards the eye. So the next thing that you're going to do is put your eyelashes on. I'm not going to demonstrate that, but if you would like a personal application of eyelashes or help putting them on, you can grab me or set up a time, but I advise you to be very careful in how much glue you put on. A little bit goes a long way, so you don't need that much. And you can also trim or cut the eyelash to make it fit the eye. Also, you can use a curler to make the curl go with your natural eyelash. What else? You want to make sure that you can use a tweezer to help get the eyelash go from the inside of the eye and then press all the way down. If you want to close your eye really quick, you start pressing the eyelash from the inside and press all the way to the outside of the eye, depending on if you're using a tweezer or a Q-tip or your finger. Okay, so then you would put the mascara on. I'm just going to do this very quickly. Mascara goes with the eyelashes to blend the natural eyelashes with the fake ones. We're going to do the blush. This is really specific, so pay attention because you're going to accentuate their cheekbone, not their eye bone. This is the eye bone. And not their jawbone, but the cheekbone. And you can actually see my finger go in a little bit. That is right underneath the cheekbone, and that is where you want to draw the line for the blush. And that's all we're doing is a line of blush. So we're going to go from the middle of her cheek. If you can make a fishy face, that's the perfect way to see the definition of the cheek, and go up towards the ear and the hairline. Okay, so you don't want to come forward and make red spots here near the front of the face. You want to make sure it stays about right underneath the eye and up towards the hairline, creating a line of blush. This is defining the cheekbone, not any other part of the face. Okay, that looks really good. Okay, and it should be a color that does not blend with your natural skin tone, because we want to accentuate facial features and not blend them, as opposed to when we wear our regular street makeup, we want it to look as natural as possible. But when we go on stage, we don't want it to look as natural up close, because we want it to look natural from far away. So this is how we make it pop. Then we go right to the lipstick. Usually you would use a lip liner as your primer on your lips to hold on to the lipstick, because there's a lot of changing of costumes and a lot of things going on that can wipe off lipstick, but the lip liner will help it stay. So if you get a chance to get some red lip liner, the same color of your lipstick, do that. Do not get any browns or like fancy dark pinks, because it will only look like fudge or brownies around the mouth. You want to stick with real red, cherry, rich apple red. I'm only going to do the bottom and the top on the half side, and then we will be done. Let's just do the whole lip, because that looks funny. And give you a little... Oh, I just messed that up. But basically, that's how bright. I just want to let you see the brightness of the color, how it defines the mouth, so that when you're on stage, you look like you have a mouth. And there you have it. There is your makeup application for all BCDR students competition line and Jazzette. And happy putting makeup on. Yay!